Hey, Harold. Hey, Jason. Nitro Pimp. Joey. Figured I'll give it a minute here before we get rolling. Just hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Finally, the weather here is nice after a blinding snowstorm we had yesterday. So it's a little nicer. So finished cleaning up all the aftermath and stuff. So that's good. So before we get rolling on everything else, I guess I'll give it till 5 after before I start talking about the speed challenge. But I figured it was fitting today just because I was feeling like it. This is and after my conversation with Joe the other day, I was kind of missing running some monster trucks, and this is actually my OG MGT. This is if you can see, there's a number 1 on the side of it. This was the first one in my collection. So it's been around with me the longest. So it's I've had this one for quite some time. I got it in a weird turn of events, and it just set me back on the path of the Nitro RC stuff after being out of it for quite a few years. And I got this a few years back. So yeah, it has LST aftershock wheels on it. And anybody that runs these MGTs, I will say the aftershock wheels are definitely the shit for these things. They are the best. They fit the best. They wear like iron. They handle well. They're the best. So I'll give it a couple more minutes. Yeah, this one. So originally this is an 8.0 MGT, and I got this one, and it had an axial in it when I got it. It was weird how I got it. I got it quite a few years ago. I got a friend of mine does apartment cleaning and stuff like that. Or no, he was working at the dump, and somebody was doing apartment cleaning, and the fella got sent to jail. And this actually turned up at the dump, and he rescued it, and he gave me a shout and said, "Hey, I got one of these RC cars." He said, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Sure." And so anyway, long story short, I ended up with it, and I had been out of Nitro RC for quite some time. And the axial that was in it, I still have it, but the back plate came loose, it leaned out, and it just grenaded, which was kind of a sin because it was really good with the axial in it. Now it has a F46. So anybody that's seen my YouTube channel way back, this one was on it. And this one's, I got videos of this one doing wheelies and everything else, and it's an awesome truck. Hey, Ranks. People are coming in now. It's great. Yeah, the flags are tough to find. This one's a little haggard from being on its back end a few times, but they're getting hard to find. Yeah, so this one's got a few nice upgrades, like it's got the aluminum, some aluminum add-ons and whatnot, like it's got aluminum GPM strut towers, GPM upper control arms, so it has RPM lowers, it has an upgraded pipe, upgraded header, the transmission's been gone through multiple times because I have blown it up a few times. It has upgraded GPM spindles and everything else, so it's quite a nice old truck, and it served me well. There's been a lot of fuel run through this old bird, so and this F46, it's kind of an anomaly. It runs perfect most of the time. I just don't want to say all the time because I haven't fired it up yet. It's been sitting for a while. And hey, Nitro Diction, John. So anyway, like I was saying, this is my OG MGT, the first one of the collection of many, first one of the start. So this is what got me going down the road of the Nitro RCs again. But now that I got a bunch of people in here now, I will say that unfortunately the speed challenge for the buggies was a complete bust. I had one entry total, and he got disqualified because he didn't follow the rules. He's a super great fella, but he didn't follow the rules, and long story short, nobody won. So it stays with me, and it's kind of disappointing that nobody entered, but it's over and nobody entered, so I guess the Lightning stays with me. Yeah, so it stays in my collection till the next challenge, I guess, which won't be done by me. So. All right, John, see you in a bit. Yeah, it's hard. Rinks is just, nobody entered, and so anyway, like I said, it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll try again in the fall, when people seem to be after it more, but it just, nobody. I only had one entry, and it didn't meet the qualifications, so. But what do you do? So, to monster trucks. Like I said, I have not run this one for a while. I have pulled the engine over just to make sure the one-way bearing's not slipping. I went over it quickly just to make sure nothing was falling off because I hadn't run it in quite some time. I see the grab handle is still loose on one side, but that's been like that for a very long time. The new 2.0 challenge. What would that be, Joe? What's the new 2.0 challenge? MGT speed. You know, that'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll think about that one, Joe, because that might actually be pretty good. Just a straight up MGT challenge, and it wouldn't matter what engine you stuck in it. If you could make it fast, it'd be entertaining for sure. Because I've tried just about every configuration engine in an MGT, except for maybe an LRP. I haven't stuck one of them in it, but. Because I know people think the 8.0 is the fastest, but 8.0 makes lots of torque, but it's not necessarily the fastest for sure. I bet you this one is actually faster. Cause I have tried every one. I got a 5.9 in one, I've got an 8.0, I've got an SH, I've got the F46, I've got the original 21, I've got the original 4.6, I've got even the small mini MGT. But I would think that actually the fastest one I got is actually the one with the SH in it, or this one. Um, this one, this one is definitely, for whatever reason, does the best wheelies. I don't know why, but it does the best wheelies. And I still think the 5.9 is a bit of a boat anchor. Like the K5.9, not necessarily, but the F5.9 is definitely a bit of a boat anchor power wise. Yeah, the SH is actually surprisingly fast. If it and you can mess with the gearing quite heavy on these MGTs, and you can have some good fun with them. Like they can get moving. That one I got, the one I got with the SH in it, I tell you, it handles remarkably well. And I call it my parts MGT, and I've had it down to the ball field there, and I can hang with my buddy Struggy with it, and it's fairly impressive. Yeah, I've squatted the suspension on that one a bit, and it's got RPM arms and stuff on it, and it's got that SHP3 in it, and it's an incredible truck. I don't know why. It's just like I said, I bought the truck originally out of for parts, and then I just didn't have the heart to strip it. I think that's been 3 of mine now. I've bought one from Harold with intentions of making it parts. I got another one from Harold at the swap meet for a trade, and it was supposed to be parts, and none of them end up as parts. I just don't have the heart to scrap them. One of these days I'll actually buy one and it'll be parts, but yeah, I just want to save everything. Maybe. I don't want to get carried away. So like I said, I've checked all this over, all the servos are working and everything back to where they were. It's a little dusty from sitting on the shelf for a little while, kind of criminal. I'll get a little bit better look at them. Get off my ass. So if you can see, so those of you that know, the difference, you can telltale for an 8.0 is the roller in the rear bumper, and then the other telltale is obviously this bracket for the spur gear, which is specific to the 8.0. And then like I said, it's the F46. You can see the aluminum upper arms, and it's got the GPM bulkheads and front and rear, and yeah, it's got a few nice goodies on it. She's never had a gentle life. This one, I've definitely never treated it like a princess. It's definitely been, if I was going to do something stupid with an MGT, this was always the one that I did it with. So it's taken a dirty beating. And I feel bad because I don't even clean it that well. Like, look, it's still got, I just kind of run it and then give it a quick bath and put it away. Not obviously not very well, but what pipe and header? What pipe? No, this is actually an old, it's an old AE header. Like, this is actually an associated header. and then this associated pipe. This is a factory MGT header. And I did find, so, so that is actually the original part number for an MGT header gasket, factory. If anybody ever looks for that, that's the number. And then I thought I saved the tag. I guess I didn't. For the header itself. I guess not. Hey, Lotus. And I do have quite a few parts for these things, don't get me wrong. Just because I haven't scrapped them doesn't mean that I don't have any parts, because I seem to buy lots of parts. Every one of them I find, everyone I tend to buy tends to come with some parts, so I assume the parts as I buy them, and then I end up with other parts, or then I find them in surplus bins and whatnot, and I just buy them because I find them. So the only thing I will say, some of these headers, you have to trim this back piece to get it to sit nicely. This one was done before I got it. I do have another one over there with a big side header, like an associated side header, and I had to trim this front lip off. But hey, Lotus. Thanks, buddy. This is my original MGT, the one that started my collection. So I figured it was, for whatever reason, I was feeling a little bit nostalgic today, so I figured I'd dust her off and see if we can make her run, because I haven't run it for quite a while. Probably last time I ran this was actually Rinks' Speed Challenge. Was the last time I ran this thing, and it topped out at, I think, 36 miles an hour, and I didn't win the challenge, but it was sure fun doing it. And there's some really cool videos on my YouTube channel on me trying to do it. I mounted a camera right to the front facing, so it was actually, it was a live view. It was pretty cool. So. Gino, sorry, buddy. Yes, you were disqualified because it said in the rules that you had to actually email it to me, and you sent it through a YouTube checklist, and for that reason, I have to stick to the rules, because otherwise I get dinged from somebody saying I didn't follow the rules, and that was the rule. And anyway, you were the only entry. If you want to hit me up on Messenger later, I will send you a consolation prize, just because of the fact that at least you entered, and I do appreciate it. But hit me up, and I'll hook you up. Can't say I'm nothing if not fair. I don't want to be a dick. I wanted to change the batteries in this controller because they've been sitting in it for a very long time. They were still good, but I don't want to get running it, and then all of a sudden it decides to lose signal, and then we're in a bad way. So yeah, Gino, you didn't lose to anybody. It's just nobody won because nobody entered except for yourself. Sorry, Steve. It was too many rules. You think so, Lotus? You think I had too many rules? There was only 5. I was actually hoping too, Steve, that Northeast was gonna enter. I was hoping for some good competition there, but, that's why I was trying to narrow down what we were challenged with, and it just didn't work out. Next time, we'll figure something out for the next one. So, anyway, without further ado, should we see if this thing will fire up? Now that it's been sitting for, it looks like we got her dialed in there. I'm just gonna open the big door. That was right. I may actually, because this one's been sitting for quite a while, I think I'll give her a little bit of warm. This way I don't have to pull my guts out too much. Like I said, I bet you this thing's been sitting. Well, when did Rinks do his challenge? Was that last year? So, yeah, this thing's been sitting for about a year or so. Last fall, yeah. So that's the last time this ran. It was last fall. If you put it right down on it, yeah, it'll melt the zip ties, Joe, but if you don't put it right on it, it's usually pretty good. This glow igniter is shitty sometimes. Go take her out on the street and see what we get. Take the old girl out. Hey, all aspects. This one is so fun. Travis, nobody won, buddy. Nobody entered. The only one that entered was Steve, and he only missed by one little roll. So I'll make it up to Steve because technically he didn't win the buggy, but I'll fix him up. Uh-oh. My reverse doesn't work in this one. 1 sec. Hey, Optic guy. I'm trying to hold that front end up. See if I can. Oh, dang. Trying to see if I can get it to hold the front end up. It's fun, eh? There it is. Oh, oh, oh. I'll check out on some of your comments. I'm missing them when I'm running here. I'll check them when I get back. to the shop. Oh. I think I'm just about out of fuel. Just enough fuel to get back to the shop. Sorry for the shakiness. There. Okay, let me plug this back in, shut the big door, then I can check your comments. Man, I didn't even need to touch a needle. That thing ran perfect. All right, so I see Travis did something. Yeah, exactly, Travis. I found it a little shocking too. Sorry, buddy, I didn't see you come in there. You know what? Like I said, Lotus, I think I'll probably try and re-kick it out again in the fall, when you guys aren't at 1,000,000 degrees and stuff in some of the southern states, and we'll try one more time. And then, what did everybody think of the old MGT? This thing is the OG, and it is a beast. If anybody wants to hit me up to see what's done on it, that is what an MGT does with a properly set up clutch. So if you set that clutch up so that it hits hard, it will do wheelies to super easy, uncontrollable, controllable, I should say. And this is just an F46. It's nothing super fancy. I did break one of my zip ties, but it is nothing fancy. It's a great platform. I love this platform. And this one, I've been doing that shit with this one for years, and it's never caused me any grief, except for I did blow the reverse gear out of it in here, so that's why I just more or less leave reverse locked. I don't like to use reverse in it, because if it ever doesn't go back, then that's what happens. But this is, yeah, that F46, I heard some really scathing reviews on it when I bought it, and I was a little leery when I bought it to put in here, because the axial decided to die, and I put this F46 in it, and it's been great. I've run it lots, never had any issues with it. I did just blow an exhaust gasket by the looks of it, but that's okay, I'll fix that. Probably during one of those rollovers there. Lotus, I'll see. Maybe we'll do a different one in the spring, like I said, in the fall, and make it an unlimited challenge, and just open it wide up and just see what happens. And I mean, it is what it is. We'll try again. Yeah, like I don't hardly ever, I adjusted this one after it broke in, and it needs very little adjustments here and there, like just a little bit, and it's usually good again. So it's stellar. I gotta admit, cause like I said, I heard lots of shitty things with this F46, but for the money, it's actually a great engine. I think I paid 250 or 260 Canadian for it, and at the local hobby store, and it's been super solid all the way along. And it was a decent break-in. Show me the pipe. Okay, yeah. So one quick second, I'm just gonna put this off to the side. I gotta show something for Joe. So Joe wants to make a trade for a pipe, and well, so do I. Thanks, Joe. I got rambling and forgot. Is this a prize winner buggy to present? Yeah, sure, Travis. If somebody wants to buy that old thing from me, I'd sell it. The Lightning? So Joe, that's the pipe. It's this is the, that's upside down. It's Extreme RC Products 221T. And it is the loudest friggin' pipe on the face of the earth. It's there it is there. Yeah, it's a good pipe, and this old girl runs good. It's just I would rather have a stock pipe for this truck. I'd like to try and make it back more to original. This one. ECRM, yeah, that's it. .221T is the pipe. So yeah, I'd like to try and put this kind of back to where it was, like back to the stock, just so that it matches the other ones, so that they're kind of in line. I haven't run this one for quite a while. We got it. Thanks for that shout out there, John. I did see you make the shout out for people. Please hit the like button. If you're in here, it'd be fantastic. I'm sorry I haven't been doing that many lives lately. Just kind of, life has kind of gotten in the way a little bit, and things have gotten a little crazy in my personal life. So yeah, I haven't had the time and opportunity to do as much lives or as much RC stuff generally as I usually do. So it'll be better soon, and we'll get back to regular RCing. Notice that this filter popped off once, and I don't want to dust this engine, so I figured I'll do that before I get sidetracked and forget that. Hey, Joey Hayes. Yeah, there. So let's fix this exhaust gasket before I get sidetracked and forget about it, and then put it back on the shelf, and then next time I run it, it's off again. See if it cools down enough. Yep. Where did that go? I better pick that up or my dog will find it and eat it. She can be a bit of a meathead that way. Well, it's not super bad, just a little burnt in some spots. See if I got another gasket right handy here. These you got to be so careful on trying to get the full-size gasket in an MGT pipe is a bit of a challenge. You can do it, just got to be careful. Make sure you don't pinch it when you shove it back in. Usually takes a half dozen attempts before you get it in there. I just wish they'd have flared this out just that little bit more. Nope, that gasket's too thick. Sometimes if you put them on the wrong way, like you put the exact gasket in the pipe and then force the pipe onto the engine, it works that way too. No, that one is not going to work. I had one of those little gaskets somewhere, now I'm gonna try and find it. Anybody that does this too, the LST header, if you get a chance to buy an LST for parts, the header fits really nice on an NVT. There we go. You know, if it wasn't so stubborn and actually wore my glasses, this wouldn't be so bad. There we go. There, fixed. There. Just a whisker biscuit left in the bottom of the tank. Take that out of there. I'm just gonna open the door in case the dog wants to come in. Oh, there you are. Okay. I wish, Bob, it snowed like a bitch here yesterday. Broke all my trees. It was not pretty. Oh, I just said I was gonna take the fuel out of that and I forgot. There, I always like to pull the fuel out the last little bit, just in case, because I never know how long they sit. So, I always like to pull the last bit out. I was actually, I said in the thing that I would end it at the last Sunday in June, which was today. But do you guys, I can extend it till the end of June if you want, but that's not really very long, but I mean, I can push it a little bit longer. If people are interested in entering, I can push it till the end of June. What was the strange prize to win, Travis? That the hot bodies? Is that why nobody wanted to enter? Because they didn't want to enter to win the hot bodies? Should it have been a better prize? Oh, nice prize to win. Okay. I thought I was gonna say, was that a shitty prize? Should I have done something different? I mean, I know me and that hot body's had some disagreements, but I don't think it's shitty. I can, what do you guys think? I can extend it till the end of June and go from there. And, but I did say originally that I was gonna do it on the third Sunday, which was this live, this is the last Sunday in June. But good old girl. What was it? A WTF video? John, did you get one today? Sorry, buddy. I was cleaning up tree stuff still, so I didn't see that you had one out today. Oh, your new video, Nitro Pimp. I didn't check it out. I'll have to check it out. I think I subbed to you the other week there. Is anybody else on here interested in if I push that contest till the end of June? Or what? Because originally, like I said, I'd do it on the third Sunday because this is the last Sunday of the month. You want to enter Texas? All right, I'll tell you what. I'll push it to next Sunday. I'll extend it one more week, which will take us to whenever that is. I don't have a calendar out here, but so it'll be the first Sunday in July. Because I think, oh no, yeah, it'll be so that'll be like the first or second or something like that. Okay, let's roll her for one more week. So Steve, are you still on here? Or did you bail? If not, I'll send Steve a message. You might want to reshoot or resubmit. So Nitro Pimp, if you look up, I could go back. I can tell you again, I guess if you want. But I have a video on the challenge with the rules stated in the commentary in there. So they're pretty simple rules. No bigger than a 16 tooth bell. It has to be a 21. Has to be stock size tires for a buggy. Can be the on-road or off-road. No truggy tires on it. And it has to be a 1/8 scale buggy, 1 speed, not a 2-speed. And I don't want people filming in the 2-speed transmission in second gear. So that's the only challenge, really. 16 tooth bell, and I want and same as Rink's challenge, I want it filmed in one take. So start to finish, show the speedo clearly. So that's the other thing with Steve's is I could barely make that thing out. And then he said it was 65 miles per hour. And I would think 65 kilometers an hour. I find it hard to believe somebody would hit 65 miles per hour, but hey. Yes, exactly, Texas. To hit 65 miles per hour in a 1-speed buggy with a 16 tooth bell, I don't believe it. And I mean, I got some 9-ports and some 8-port engines that scream like a bastard. And I could see 50, but 65 kilometers per hour, absolutely. Miles per hour, that's JATO territory, man. That's moving. In a 1-speed buggy. Yeah, you'd have to have some kind of crazy engine that goes to like 70,000 RPM to pull that off. Like it would be, or you'd need a spur gear that's like that big, Yeah, Texas. To be honest, I was hoping that like you or Woogie or somebody would enter, just because you guys got some pretty fast shit too, and even John, you got some fast stuff. You just have to take it out of race mode. That's all, Exactly, Travis. Lots of people were asking me to do it, and everybody was cool with the rules when I made it. So I figured I would have lots of entries, but not so much. Surprising. Exactly, Texas. I think 52, 55 is really good. Like for a 1/8 buggy, like that's pretty hanging. Like that's moving for a 1-speed buggy. Like that's up there. Like I know Woogie hits that 50 mile per hour mark, but it's up there, and he's running out of real estate to do it. Yeah, I tell you what I did, Nitro Pimp. What I did before was I took my old phone, and I took it when I did Rinks' Speed Challenge, and I zip tied it to the bumper here, and I had it so that you could see the screen on it, and then I ripped it up the road and turned around and came back, and because it doesn't need cellular to do the GPS. So that was my GPS meter on my speed challenge, which also made some super goofy videos because I turned it on video too, so it could actually video facing frontwards. It was kind of fun. Yeah, exactly, Travis. And I, you know what? I don't want anybody to blow anything up either, like chuck a rod or something, but I was trying to more shoot it as a tuning challenge. That's what I was shooting for. And I wasn't trying to be an asshole or a dick or anything else. I just want people to try and do it to tune stuff. Like, it's like, I was looking forward to seeing people's tuning skills and whatnot, like this. You seen this old bird out there? I mean, it's not the world's fastest, but it's tuned well, and it responds beautifully. So yeah, I'm good with a GoPro. Yeah, exactly, Texas. That works for me. Yep. Yeah, GoPro works for me. I kind of like the GoPro because it shows it on the screen. It's even better. Like, and then it'll track your top speed and everything, right? I've never done it with mine. I have a GoPro. I'm still learning that stupid thing, and but do you guys want to see the prize again? Just kind of spark people's interest, maybe. Okay, I'll grab it. Let me put the old bird back here. And tuck her back to sleep. So this is the prize. This is a Hot Body Lightning buggy with a serial big block .27 in it. The engine was brand new when I got it. It broke in by me. Probably only has maybe a gallon, maybe not even, probably more like a liter of fuel, just basically enough to break it in and then enough to tune it. And that's about it, really. So, and it's a great engine. And it says the Dynamite pipe on it, with the Amazon servos in it that'll run high voltage or low voltage. Good night, Joey. Thanks for coming. So yeah, so I haven't run this one for a little while now, so it's a little gummy because I did pull the radio gear out of it. So that's the only thing it needs is your particular radio gear and a battery. No, it's not a 28. This is a 27. Yeah, 27. Serial See that? Focus. And then it is a 27. Yeah. Yes, that's right. This is the one. So this engine actually came from the Bug 404. I got this from Luke, who was not a buggy guy, and we traded some stuff back and forth. And the input shaft for this thing is really goofy, and you can't find the pull start bits for it. Anyway, long story short, he couldn't find any pull start bits for it. But I found a blank. I put a blank pull start cover over the end of it, and then it's actually set up to start on a bump box. Yeah, it's a good prize. I tried to make it worthy of somebody else. It's got off the front shocks. It's got original the Hot Bodies rear shocks, because I had this one back when my buddy was learning how to RC. We called it the epic crash of 2024, where we both hit each other dead on frontwards, and pieces went everywhere, and I had a hell of a time trying to find it, but I found new control arms and whatnot for it, and I had to replace a bunch of control arms, and the bumper and everything else was all smashed. It was a pretty good crash. Do the rules say it has to drive back? Hey man, if you want to do it in one shot and you just go away from yourself, no, you can run it to blow up if you want to, but I wouldn't advise that. But yeah, it just has to be. If you watch that video with the rules, they're pretty simple, and there is some gray areas in there that you can take advantage of. Like you can drive it past yourself and come back in one shot. You can do 3 passes, and as long as it's all in one video shot, and you catch the best one of the 3, that's fine by me. I haven't run this for a while. It's got amazing pinch. It's so smooth, this thing. It holds an amazing idle. The last time I run this thing. It's stereotypical. It's all Pico. Like if you take this apart, it's all Italian. It's a very nicely made engine. Yeah, this buggy used to be my channel picture for a long time, and it's had, I bet you, and I'm not exaggerating, I bet you this buggy's had 10 engines in it, like different platforms testing different engines, and you name it, it's had it in it. Like it's had an SH in it, it's had an LRP in it, it's had an Axial in it, it's had a Dynamite in it, it's had you name it, it's been in this chassis. Like it's because it's so versatile and it fits just about everything, and it's had everything in it. I think I've had an HPI 4.6 in it. I've had, yeah, it had a Serio 21 in it. It's had lots and lots of shit. Yeah, it's got a bunch of after-run oil in it and stuff right now, so I don't really want to run this one because of the fact that it's kind of set up for storage for whoever gets it, because originally that was the plan. It does have a fail-safe in there. Yeah. biggest thing, like I said, look up my other video. It has my email address and everything on it. It's a short video. I tried to make it as short as possible. I think it's like 1:50 or something like that. It just shows this buggy and tells the rules, and the rules are listed in the description. Please follow the rules. That's all. So the only rule that I would like is that if people tag me in YouTube, please email it to me as well, to the email address that's there, just because then I can put it all in one video at the end, and as like the top 10 clips, and then that's why I wanted it emailed to me, because then I can give each person a little bit of credit for their channel and list it out, you know, the top 10 people. That was my goal, and it didn't happen. That is a dope body, John. I like that body. I gotta send you a body to paint it. Is that you're doing a great job, man. So these are Proline Badlands on this thing as well. So it does have probably, you know, what, $150 Canadian worth of tires on it. So we're gonna run the speed challenge till the end of July, as people's request. See, so can you do me a favor? Can you resubmit? And can you do me I would really love it if you'd shoot that one more time so I can actually see the speed camera, because if you put it right at the end of the video and I couldn't see it, and it's just me and Offna both were looking and looking and looking, and it was just pretty hard to read. Other than that, it was good. And you said you did 65 kilometers an hour? What? So how did you pull that off, Steve? Like, is that a 2-speed transmission in that thing, or is it? And you're in second gear? Like how? Because to pull off 65 miles per hour in a 1/8 buggy. I mean, I've tried. I have 35 buggies and every different engine configuration under the sun, and I think 50 miles an hour is achievable, but 65 is pretty hard. So do you have a 2-speed transmission in that then? Well, then just add that onto the end of your submission, just so I can squash that if there's other people that don't beat that, because it seems a little weird. Like, I've tried. I mean, congratulations if that's the case, but. Well, John's vouching for you. I tried to see it, and it was tough to see right at the end. But send me some pics of the build just so I can squash it, and then if that's the case, you are the winner. But then we'll run it to the end of like the last week of July, just to be fair. Well, not the last week of July. Sorry, next week, the first week of July. So next Sunday will be the end. Oh, I'm sure it's not, Steve. I'm not saying it is. What platform mini? So the speed challenge is on 1/8 buggies. So, and this will be the prize. And like I said, this old girl's not mint, but it's the prize. Like she's got some wear and she's had some use, and it was before I got it. It was raised in Medicine Hat, and yeah, so. Thanks, John. I think it's a good prize. I mean, it's definitely a stout buggy. It definitely will take a dirty beating. Like I'll tell you what, it's not. It's definitely tough. This was back when it was. So the HPI trophy buggy and this Hot Bodies Lightning are pretty much the same buggy. Parts are fairly interchangeable between the two. That's a good idea, Minnie. I'll do that. I'll etch it in the bottom. Say Speed Challenge winner of 2025. And just make sure, Steve, when you do it, just email it to me, please. So I can include that. Like I said, I want to include the top 10 people with the final. No, I fucked up when I said that, Steve. It's the first week of July, next Sunday. I extended it by 1 week. I mean, unless people want more time, I can do it to the end of July if people want. I realize people are busy with summer holidays and whatnot. I'm not fussy. We can do it to the end of July, or we can do it to the end of next week. What do you guys want? You tell me. I'm easy. And cheap for the most part. Texas, you want end of July? Well, just because if some of you guys are breaking in stuff and actually going the distance to make stuff to run, I'd rather give you some time. And I think Northeast is trying to like get clutch pieces and shit like that. Shipping's not fast anymore. Yeah, and sleazy. You can always do that, Travis, as an excuse to build something else if you want. All right, we'll do it. Anybody got a calendar? What's the date on the last Sunday in July? I don't want to go out of my comments. What's the last Sunday in July? Let me look here, see if I can do it this way. The 27th. Okay, thanks, Texas. So the 27th will be the end. And that should give people lots of time. So we'll extend her to the 27th. And that way, thanks, John. Appreciate that, Travis. So we'll do the end of July. That way, people have time to try and maybe blow stuff up or not, or fix stuff, or order clutches or bells or whatnot. So again, just go rewatch that short video that I made for the rules. It's like a minute and 52 seconds long, and it lists the rules there, just so that we make sure we stay on what everybody's doing. So we'll extend it, and I'll go in and add a comment to that video that will extend it until the 27th. And then also I'll probably round up some other prizes for the top 5. How's that? Everybody like that idea? I'll round up some prizes for the top 5, maybe a starter box or something like that. Just so that way, like, if somebody sees somebody does really well and all of a sudden they're just like, fuck it, I'm not entering anymore. If you want, I'll round up some shit for some other prizes for the other top prizes for people, and that because if you're going to go through the effort to enter, I'll make it worth your while. So so I'll try and see if I can add what the top 5 prizes will be, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and go down from there. And I'll add them in that comments of that video. Yeah, I painted that body a long time ago, Travis. Like this body was painted. It's not a great paint job. It's got the white pinstripe on it. It's pretty basic, but it's pretty. I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of a blacked out buggy. It's a pretty good platform. Thanks, Travis. I like that. It has been fixed a few times, so it's not mint. And this hole's been hogged out pretty big because it's had so many different engines in it. Like I said, it's had quite a few. Yeah, it was always this Lightning was the prize. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the original Lightning. So basically, when HPI came out with hot bodies, this is the first run. Right on, Nitro Pimp. Well, let's throw down. Let's go. Bring it. Hey, I'm excited. Hey, John. So, John, we were just talking about the speed challenge. We're going to extend it to the end of July, to the 27th of July. So, anybody, because nobody entered, and there was a bit of quandaries there with a couple things. So, we're going to have that ironed out, and then we'll go do some. So this and a few top 5 prizes for the people that enter, and I'll come up with those, and then we'll go from there. So. It's like I got a few things. I got another Serial 21 here. I'll come up with some stuff. I got a couple VGs. Yeah, Minnie, so if you look at my other video, it has a short video, it's a minute 50 seconds or something. It lists the 5 or 6 rules that are in there. They're pretty basic. Basically, it has to be a 1/8 buggy, stock size tires, 1-speed transmission, a .21, not a .28, not a .26. It has to be a .21, and that's really it. And then you have to email me the video, and it has to be filmed in one take. So forward, back, picture of the speed, or on a GoPro, what was mentioned, and then email it to me. You can post it to YouTube if you want, but email me the copy of it just so I can link it all together in a video at the end. If it's a 1/8 buggy, mini, if it's a 1/8 scale buggy and it's 2-wheel drive, I really don't care if it's 2-wheel drive. I guess I never really thought of that, but as long as it's a 1/8 buggy. Like, I don't want somebody trying to pass a Jado off as a buggy. The biggest thing is I want to see clearly the speedo, just so that it, like, just make sure that we can clearly see what the speed is. The GoPro one, like Travis mentioned, Texas mentioned, is really good because it actually is on the screen, so you can't fudge that. It is what it is. Or one of those little fly sky ones that stick to the top that you see hybrid use all the time. Those are good too. Yes, I agree, John. Jado is a stadium truck. That's what I mean. I don't want somebody trying to pass a stadium truck or even an RC10, because those things don't weigh anything. They're just light. I wanted it mostly to be, like I said, like a tuning challenge, or like just kick-ass engine, or like somebody go through the trouble to even think outside the box, like Vinny mentioned about taking the front drive line out. Like, hey, whatever, that you made it light. Great, thanks. Yeah, and the other one was no bigger than a 16 tooth bell. I don't want to see somebody with a 20 tooth clutch bell, 16 tooth bell. Like I said, please reference the video from a couple weeks ago when we started this challenge, and it has the rules listed out. And it has to be Nitro 21, not an electric. I almost want to run this now, just because everybody's here. I don't have a radio. I haven't fired it up for a while. What do you guys want? Do you want to hear it run? Just to see it's a legit prize? I can always put some more after run on it. I haven't run this for quite a while. There's no radio gear in it, so I gotta do it a little old school, but. Nope, it doesn't want to click. Oh, gotta put some fuel in there first. This one's got pretty good compression to it, so it'll smoke my starter box if I don't give it a little bit of heat. That'll be a good one, Minnie. All right. See if you'll light. How's that? That's the Serio Monster Big Block 27. This actually does have a 16-tooth bell in it. I do like the Serios. They're actually great engines. Especially this one. It's all Pico based. See, that engine runs so nice. Like I said, it's barely broke in. Fahrenheit, John. Now it's Celsius, we'd be in trouble.
pretty much shot. Well, you did the math, Texas. That's awesome. Come on, thank you. Probably be like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably 400 degrees. I think it's like 1.6. There it is. Woo!
Good. I slobbered my glow wrench. There. I'll after run oil that later. There. And the other caveat to the rules is I did say that if somebody wins and they're in like fucking Australia, or England even, they have to help with shipping. Because I'm not rich and I know what this shit costs to send to Europe. It's crazy. Because I swap shit back and forth with Joey all the time. But if it's just going to like Texas, I know what that costs as well. It's not that bad because I've sent stuff to John in Kansas and stuff like that before, so it's not that outrageous. Sweet Texas. Well, good luck, buddy. I really hope that a bunch of people enter. I was really sad that nobody else entered, but I mean, let's because I was more looking forward to a good competition. So that's why I said I'll barf up some other prizes for the top 5 or so, and we'll go from there. But I mean, we'll see from there. Yeah, shipping is a killer. Minnie, you know that. I bought stuff from you before, and you know it's like $50 to send shit from Edmonton. It's crazy. Please do that, Texas. Tell Woogie. So yeah, I'll come up with some other prizes as well. Like I said, I got lots of shit kicking around. I'll find stuff. So I just don't want it to be too astronomical for shipping. Ooh, she got a little smoky in here. I should have turned the fan on. Sweet, Texas, that'd be fun. I mean, I got a couple things that'd be fun for people. Like I got, for example, I have a OFNA big block T-Max engine mount that's just on my run stand here. So I got to clean it up, but this is basically just what I use for a run stand. So you can bolt a big block onto there and let it sit there and run. And then that's not, I just sit it like that and with a pipe on it, a buggy pipe, and that's what this bracket's for. So this is basically a break-in stand. So that might be a prize. I agree, Minnie. It's the fun. It's mostly just to get people to do it. Like it's a challenge, right? Well, that's awful good of you, Steve. Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate that. That'd be great. I'm looking forward to it. And again, I'm sorry if I was being a dick. I just want to be fair to everybody. I just, last thing I want to do is be accused of not doing stuff properly, right? I love it, Steve. I mean, if anything, you're going to bring the heat for people. It's going to throw down now. It's going to be great. I love it. Let's make it happen. Even better, we could throw in some trash talk, friendly trash talk, just some trash talking, I love it. So yeah, like I said, I'll round up some interesting stuff for prizes and stuff. But I just look forward to people throwing it down and seeing, you know, see if you could beat what Steve got. See if you could, you know, just have some fun with it. And we'll push it out to the end of July to the 27th there, and we'll just have a good time with it. And I'm looking forward to it. We can make a really cool video at the end. I'll see if I can get my kid to help me kind of edit it all together, so we can do like a top 10, and then we can list people's YouTube channels and shit, and see if we can get some good video shit going as well. So it'll be good. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Trump versus Carney. Yeah, we could. Who's saying I'm slow? Well, now I feel like I should enter one of my own. Trash talking. Yeah. And you know, the other cool thing about this is 1/8 scale buggies, Traxxas doesn't make one. So this kind of eliminates the Traxxas stuff. Not to bash Traxxas, but it's just, we'll get some really cool entry stuff, like you'll see some neat shit. Yeah, I'm gonna enter the speed competition with John's buggy. No, I didn't put a limit on spur gears, Texas, because with 1/8 scale buggies, you don't really have a lot of options for spur gears. The only thing I would like, and I didn't put it in the rules, but I would love it if people would actually show the engine in the video before you put the body on, before you do the speed run, just so you don't have people bitching to saying that you've got a 2-speed transmission or something like that. It would just eliminate any quandaries, you know. Yeah, because spur gears, like if you want to spend the money to buy a different spur gear for a 1/8 scale buggy, you're going to be coughing out some money, because like example, a lot of buggies you don't have the option to change it back and forth, or you do, but it's tough to find. Like it's not cheap. I will, Travis. I'll throw one in there just for fun. Yeah, I got a couple dandies in there. The one that I'll show you the one that I'll throw in there for the competition. This will be the one that I'll throw in for the competition. So this is a Thunder Tiger S3 Pro with the Kronos RS5 8-port in it. Oh, they're always going to be that, John. We'll see. We just want to make sure that the video entries are as undamning as possible, you know. But I figured I'd throw something weird out there just to show my competition one, and I'll throw this one out because it's also not the lightest one of the bunch. It's different, and it just, I did that with Rinks' speed challenge too. I threw my MGT out just because it's different. These are not real common. You don't see these buggies because they're kind of rare actually. You see lots of the EV4s, but not the S3s. So I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of these under the bonnet, but look at it's all carbon fiber. They're really well built buggy. Look at the size of the strut towers. Like, it's all carbon fiber. You know, that's a Kronos RS5. This thing is stupid fast. It's got some really nice add-ons at the back. And I think the RPM, I think it's 48,000 RPM engine in it. Still running on analog radio gear. This thing was raced in the 90s. And it was, sorry, early 2000s. And then I found it in a storage unit, buried away in a guy's garage. Hadn't run forever. Well, I'll throw one down there. I mean, I won't, even if I for some reason, get the fastest, I won't claim the prize. It'll go to the next person. I just want to be, let's have some fun. These are brand new tires. These are the original wheels. These are actually the original wheels. I deglued the wheels from the original tires. I disintegrated them, and these are awesome tires. They're Proline Terrapin or something. I think Gladiator. These are. I'll tell you what. If anybody's ever looking for a snow tire, these are awesome. This thing is obscenely loud too. Like, it's so smooth, but it is just obnoxious. This one brings my neighbors out. Like, when I run this one, they all come out because it's just so gnarly. I don't even know if there's batteries in it, Travis. I haven't run it for a while now. I think it's got that big Jesus light, big battery in it. It's probably dead as a doornail. I'll grab the radio. Some of you fellas that are a little older will recognize it. Here's the radio bag. How do you like that? Check that bad boy out. Dead. See what battery's in here. I don't even remember. This thing is such a bitch to get this cover off. Oh, it's that 5 flat. I couldn't remember. I think I got another one charged. I tell you, the fella I got this off of, I think I'm anal with my stuff. The fella I got this thing off of, gave me like a novel with it, for like everything that he had done to it since he had it from new. Correct, Bob. Must be a 1/8 buggy, must be a 21. And must be on stock tires. And can't be bigger than a 16-tooth bell. And no truggy tires. This cover is such a bugger to put back on. There. Hey, Corey. There. I think I might need to use the other starter box for this one. I'll see if this one works. I know this one's set to 30%. Hey Corey, happy birthday to your departed brother there, buddy. Hope you're doing okay.
sucks, Corey. Glad you're doing alright.
Look at that old remote. I love this thing.
Open that big door.
Woo. Pretty old controller, John. I love it though. It even has a fuel gauge on it.
Pro-grade stuff from back in the day. This is stuff that
I used to see these on the in the catalogs and in the magazines when I was a kid.
that thing idle. So good. There's more shit on the screen.
Look at the shit on the screen. You got voltage, time, lap times, your trims, fuel, everything. You can set your speed rates, display. You got back displays, like you name it, it's on this thing. You even got like temperatures. And that's circa 2000, that thing.
That idle.
Just perfect. Gotta love the Italian stuff, eh?
sorry. Just want to run out that little bit of fuel I stuck in there. Look at how fast that throttle response is. Yeah, that would have been, I bet you're right, John. I think that was like a $1,500 radio back then. There. See? Runs out of fuel so nicely. There. Yeah. Such a good kit, this thing. Like, I love this thing. And I love the Thunder Tiger buggies in general. Like, even that S4 that I got from Luke is a great buggy. That thing's built like a tank, man. Anybody who ever buys those Thunder Tiger buggies, I'll tell you what, they're like the EV4. Those things are a great buggy, but my God, they're built like a tank. Like, they make a Techno look like it's built lightly. Like, it's crazy. Those things are so overbuilt, it's nuts. I recommend them to anybody. Like, if you can get your hands on one. That's good that I got to run a tank, a little bit of fuel through that too, because I haven't run any fuel through it for a while. So, and I do like to do that periodically. Look, I even got the book for this radio. So. Yeah, this thing was definitely well loved before I got it. Like, it was cherished by somebody. But yeah, it's so good. Like I said, it came with so many parts. It's crazy. Oh, when I got this thing, it has its own bin of parts. I'm trying to remember where I put the bin now. Where is the bin of parts for the S3? No. Like, it came with all this, all organized. And then it also came with another big Rubbermaid bin. And I'm trying to remember where I put. Oh, up there. It came with another Rubbermaid bin way up at the top there, just completely full of Thunder Tiger parts. So I should have parts for that thing for quite some time. Oh yes, I agree, John. Like, I don't know half of what that radio does. I need to do some studying. I only know basically how to set the trims and whatnot, but it does way more than I use for sure. Yeah, I paid pretty good money when I bought this thing. I think I paid $400 Canadian for this thing used, which is quite a bit, but it did come with that radio, all those parts, and I thought it was an okay deal. But it was a little steep, but for a used buggy, but. So, yeah, that, like again, it said this will be my entry, and even still, like for the age of this thing, the amount of scrapage on the bottom is pretty minor. Yeah. So it like I said, the Thunder Tiger buggies are awesome. Now, just for comparison, I figured I'd show you this one. So this is the EB4. That's the S3. So this is the one that you'll find tons of these for sale versus the S3, because this is kind of their RTR buggy. So this is the one, like I was saying, is kind of built like a tank. So if you look, look at all the extra bracing. Like it's extra brace there. There's an extra brace back here. This whole top piece is all double reinforced. You know, like these things are built like a tank, right? And the control arms are super thick. So, and then this engine is basically a MGT 21 engine in a buggy. So, great buggies though. These are awesome. And they actually, even the header and everything is the same as an MGT. Same setup. I haven't run this one for a while either. But I got to buy some tires for it because the back tires, well, I guess all 3 and 4 are racing slicks now pretty much. I finished them off. The body's a bit of a bitch to get on and off, I will say that, in this thing. There. So yeah, I love these EB. There's another one that I was looking at on eBay, another one of these, and I was tempted to buy it just so I had another one, but and maybe parts or whatnot. But again, I'm not very good at saying they're for parts and not keeping them. So like I said, even if you look at the upper control arms, because it's a C-Hub car, you look at the size of the C-Hub in there. You can see that or not, but it's on like pillow balls on the top of the C-Hubs. Yeah, they're pretty impressive. This thing, torque machine, man. It's not as much RPM, but this thing is just a torque monster. So. Anyway, guys, I think that's you've listened to me ramble on now for over 2 hours, and I do appreciate everybody showing up, and I look forward to seeing more entries. Please check out that other video. I'll go in and add some stuff to that video this evening. And I look forward to seeing people's entries, and we'll go from there. I'm just actually shutting her down, John. So thank you for hanging out today. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday, and have a safe work week. And everybody take care, and wish everybody good health. Take care. Thanks, guys. Ciao.